What up? Yeah. It's your boy, Reggie Winston, and this is the Better Barber Podcast. I got my partner over there, Mr. Amazing Ant. What's up, Ant?
What's good, everybody? It's another beautiful day.
Thanks to all those that's returning to the podcast. And shout out to all those people who just discovering us. And this is your first episode here at the Better Barber Podcast. We have conversations about barbering and the barber industry, and with expectations that you'll become a better barber after listening to our podcast. This episode, man, we're going into some controversy here today, man. You ready for it?
Always go good, man. Controversy is what sells, bro.
Man, well, I don't know, sex sells. Controversy, just talking about it later.
You can't go wrong with that.
But man, this episode, man, we're gonna talk about some this or that. No, like you ever did this or that.
Right.
Would you rather have ice cream or apple pie? You know, that bull. But anyway, man, this is stuff that I see talked about a lot, man, on social media. And it bothers me because it don't seem like it's anyone in the middle. It seems like it's either you like it or you hate it.
Right.
And that thing I'm talking about is enhancements.
Describe what enhancements is, so people know.
Using fibers on the lines, using color like Kiss, or things like that on the hairline to make the hairline bolder. Using a pencil around the hairline. I think those are the main three enhancements. Is there anything else you would say?
No.
Yeah, filling in the hair.
Those are the main ones anyway.
Or like the pen joint, or you brushing your beard. It's a lot of people that either use them and enjoy it, or other people that like to talk trash about it. Mm-hmm. And I'm a middle rider. Mm-hmm. I like using enhancements. My customers love it. Mm-hmm. But I hate seeing it done wrong.
Right.
I hate when I see a whole face full of pencil around the hairline still. I hate when they leak the Beijing on people's heads and all in their beard, or when they want their beard up here to by the eyes and their hairline down to here. That looks weird to me. So I don't like it then, but I like it done where
it's natural.
It looks like just a solid haircut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think Curtis talked about this in the previous joint where he would use it, but you couldn't tell that he did.
Right.
So I love it like that, where it makes just the haircut pop. Mm-hmm. I don't like it when it's
oversaturated.
Right. Or, young barbers, they're cutting, they ain't got the basics yet, but they're using sprays and all that stuff.
Cover up.
Right. I don't like it then either. They got to work. A good brother, Mr. Rodney Book, said you got to get the basics before you get the better. And that's so true. So what's your take on it, man? Talk to me, man, about your feelings when it comes to enhancements, man.
My opinion is, like you said, because even when I started, enhancement wasn't really done or really emphasized. You know what I'm saying? You had to be able to cut. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until maybe I was in the game maybe about 5 years or so where people start using it just a little bit. And it was the old traditional way where you dab a little bit of Kiss with the little brush and you feather it in where it's not so visible.
Yeah. I like that though. You know that?
Right.
I really like that look.
Because I felt like that was how, or the way that Curtis kind of brought it out, where it wasn't saturated, or you could look at the person and tell oh man, they got a lot of enhancement. You know what I'm saying? It was more natural looking. But my whole overall take on it, I just feel like it should only be used when it's needed and not on every haircut. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't need it. Do it make a haircut look good? Yeah. If it's done correctly. because we all have weak areas in the hair, where some people are receding, and it's hard to sometimes do a good line when they got dead spots. You know what I'm saying? Too. And I think using the pencil to do the edge up, I think is a good way to make sure that your points line up and everything before you actually put the trimmers on it. Right. Because once you cut it, you can't bring it back.
Right.
So I think not only for beginners and mature barbers that's been in the game for years, I think that's a good principle. Just make sure that like you even tell me when we do it, make sure it doesn't get on the hair, so that way when you do hit it with the trimmers, that it disappears and it's not there to stay. You know what I'm saying, when you're trying to put enhancements on it. But I think overall, like, it just, you got to be smart about how you do it and who you use it on, because everybody, like I say, everybody don't need it, but it does make a haircut stand out and separate it from the rest. I feel like that's your finisher, but your haircut should be done in a way where you done the fundamentals, you done your fade, and it's not like you're putting enhancements over to cover up your mistakes or your flaws. So, I mean, I think it's something to use, but I think, like, say, like Mortal Kombat, you remember the movie? So, like, once you won and then you got your finisher, so, like, that's when I feel like it should be used. It shouldn't be like, I'm gonna cut to this point and then I'm gonna use this to enhance or cover up my mistake or my flaws. But like I said, this new technology and stuff like that, I started when, like I said, you put it on the brush and you feather it in. Now, it has evolved, using the brush and different things like that. So I like to see how it has evolved, and that is a quicker way. But like you said, it just should be done in a professional manner and not abused. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn the aspect of cutting first.
Right. Absolutely. Like, I think about those sides, like we call them chair legs here, where people will cut it real light and then put heavy enhancement on it. I'm like, that's not how you should do that. If you want this to look dark, leave it dark. Don't take that fade so light and then have to put heavy enhancements on it. Right. You should keep it dark on the cut and smooth it down with the grain, whatever you got to do to keep it dark, but hair laid down, and lightly put some enhancements on it. Right. And you get that look, and it lasts longer. The hair, like, you see the client 2-3 days later,
it's like they ain't had it.
Right. But if you go too light on the haircut and then do heavy enhancements, that's gone.
One night on the pillow, it's gone.
Right. And that gives it a bad name, you know what I'm saying, or bad taste in people's mouth. I tell people all the time, man, I do haircuts to make money from the consumer. Right. I post haircuts to attract new consumers.
And that's quality haircuts.
I don't do it to make other barbers want to like my pictures. Right. I can care less about what other barbers, if they want to like it or not. If I can get consumers to see it and like, I wanted him to cut my hair. Right. That's a win for me. Because only way you should be wanting to attract other barbers if you're trying to sell them something, right? Right. I'm trying to sell haircuts to consumers. That's where my mind at right now. It ain't selling a product or a system to another barber. Right. So I see all barbers on Facebook groups I see a lot of barbers on Facebook groups talking bad about enhancements and show me a non-enhancement and this and that. It's a lot of people with, and I'm going to say this, it's a lot of customers that have problem areas. Right. That we have to make workarounds and fix. We have a lot of light corners or crazy whirls, in the back, or cowlicks that we have to account for and still try to smooth it down. So that's where enhancement will definitely come in, and just feeling, like you said, that little problem area. Because
that one guy or barber that's saying no enhancement, okay, but they're not showing you the grow back where they don't push the person back.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I could do no enhancements. Right. And I can push you back. And you put the razor on it. But then, like you said, 3 or 4 days, you see all the new growth.
Ridiculous.
Yep. So, I mean, to eliminate that problem, why not use the enhancement that on the problem area and still that person have their full hair, around the edge of, instead of pushing them back too early, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we all get to a certain point where we have to make adjustments to our edge as we age, but why do it prematurely before it's needed? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I wonder, man, if those same people that count those as enhancements, do they consider styling products enhancements?
it is an enhancement.
Exactly. Because you'll get a good shine. It's going to help stuff lay down.
Right.
But I don't think they
Anything
count
that you use outside the natural state of hair is an enhancement.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I like to use all types of enhancements. You know, I use some Sweet Jamel. I use some S Curl Twist and Lock. I use that 360 Waves. I use pomade, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people that does enhancements and does enhancements right. Let's give them a round of applause, man. Yep. Yes, sir.
So my thing is like that too, like, because another point you brought out, it don't matter how great your haircut is, barbers, it comes with that doggy dog mentality.
Yeah.
So it don't matter how great it is. Either they're gonna like it or they're not gonna like it. And sometimes they not gonna like it just because of the imperfection they see in themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like you can have a good quality haircut and it could be with no enhancement or enhancement. Sometimes just because they know the creativity level within themselves, that, you know, they see a great haircut and they become, instead of me applauding the great effort that you put in to say, wow, he did that, that's a great haircut. But it's so easy to like to take that as what's a great word to use as I don't even know the word, but what I'm trying to say is they rather look at where they haven't grown yet.
Yeah, their limitations.
Yeah, their limitations, and put that on you.
Right.
And not like it because they stagnant and they not learning or not growing or they not at a certain level yet. Right. So because I'm not there, I'm gonna not like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. So like, we all barbers at the end of the day, and we all started somewhere, you know, and you know, it don't matter if we've been cutting 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. Someone's always gonna be good in a certain area. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna have a strong suit. Like you, me and you have like different areas of how long we've been cutting. But I respect you as a barber because there's areas where you're strong at and there's areas where I may be strong at.
Absolutely.
But it goes back to the old principle like that I always preach, iron sharpen iron. I would never be that type of person where I'm going to hate on somebody else because they at a certain level and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If I see you and I'm going to always step aside. I'll be like, yo, Reggie, look, man, I've been in the city for a while and, you know, now I'm used to cutting a certain way. Can you show me your fade technique? I'm going to do that because I want to get and I want to continue to grow. If you're not continuing to grow as a barber, you might well stop cutting because you're going to learn every day. And you have to respect that because it's just like life. You're not going to know everything. You know what I'm saying? So be willing to grow and be willing to step aside and let someone else shine and learn from them. Find out how they learn that step or how they learn to cut fast or how precise and precision the steps they take to be that person, and put that in your arsenal and learn that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people that rather be, even if you see in a competition, they got that doggy dog mentality. A person can showcase a lot of talent, but it's just natural for us to hate, and I don't understand it.
And you said some stuff that made me think about something I seen a little while back. Do you know someone try to hate on Jermaine Walker and claim that he take
their technique?
No, that he can't do those haircuts in 45 minutes.
Well,
they must never seen that man work.
I personally have haircuts from Jermaine, so
that boy is amazing. Jermaine has been cutting for a long time too. Right. Jermaine is way older than he looks.
Right.
But I've seen this man at Bronner Brothers, yo. I don't think he take a lunch.
Right.
And he's knocking head after head after head after head. And
he give you his all on every haircut.
Right.
And he stays to his system.
Right.
On every haircut.
And he uses the products and everything. Right. And he's knocking these amazing fire haircuts out in 45 minutes. What? And I can't believe a barber would actually try to call Jermaine out on something like that, man.
But that goes back to that whole hate thing.
Right,
hate, man. It's like you rather
fix yourself, young boy.
Right.
Fix yourself,
you
man.
rather call him out than to elevate yourself.
But Jermaine can do it. He does it all the time.
But that's the
I
thing
can't stand it,
that's the one thing I would say I hate about the barber industry. And it's not even barber, I would just say the beauty industry, period, because it's stylists and barbers, you know, and that's just our number one thing. It's like natural to hate instead of like elevate, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
And Jermaine, that's all he do, man, is try to elevate other barbers, man.
And he willing to teach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hands on too.
Right. So
you can go to a show, he ain't even doing a class. He doing it right on the middle of the exhibition, right. So for a barber to come out his mouth against Jermaine Walker, man, you just
it's an inside thing.
Man, you tripping, bro. You tripping.
It's definitely an inside thing.
Absolutely. Jermaine's a beast, man, with enhancements. Definitely Hulk is a beast.
Yeah, I like Hulk. And he's another humble guy too.
I love the barbers that use enhancements that you can't tell. Like Kenny Duncan's another one, man. He'll use some enhancements and you won't know it.
I think Kenny
Marcus.
Kenny cut my hair before.
Yep. So, man, it's a lot of brothers out here, man. I think you know who really got enhancements popping, yo?
Who?
Philly
yeah.
barbers, bro.
Yeah, you know that's me. shout out to the Eagles.
Philly barbers, man. Cause everybody else is so much simpler, bro. Those lines on the Philly, the C's and the beards and it was crazy when I opened up that magazine. It's all the haircuts, bro.
And it's like no matter where you go, you can tell a Philly barber cut their hair or not. It's like a signature. Like it's defined as you went to Philly.
I wonder who pronounced Beijing. I wonder who that. It had to come out of Philly,
right?
This is not the same word, people. It's not Beijing. It's Beacon,
right? And I myself, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started, I used to call it Beijing.
Right. And the Clippers are not oysters. They're not oysters.
You about to educate a whole lot of
people. Either it's
right now.
Oster or Oster. I'm gonna say Oster, but it's not oysters, y'all. Come on, we gotta do better, man.
They're about to put them on they're about to cook them, man.
Right. I wish Oster would come back, man, with some products. But I think they're done as a Clipper company.
I would like to see them come back with all like cordless.
Yeah, they could. I don't know what's holding them back though.
I don't. Tradition.
What you call it? Those what is it? 76ers? They're heavy, but if they made them cordless, people would buy those.
What?
Because they're the classic look. I would personally consider buying them.
I like the 110s. What is it? 110?
Yeah.
The small,
the black joints.
Yeah, the black. Yeah.
I never use them. They cute though. It's cute.
All right, Gucci.
But they got to do the cordless fast feeds, bro.
They got to, bro.
Like what?
Fast feed.
What's going on with Oster Clipper Company?
That's one clipper that I always keep in my arsenal. The fast feed. Like, I remember when I first got introduced to them, I was like, "Yo, these are it, right?"
All right. You can't do. I don't like them quick whole haircuts.
Oh no.
Because they don't cut the speed of the blade ain't fast enough. But
right.
Blends on the side. Oh my gosh, finishing clippers. Those are the ones. But what's going on with the company, man? Oster, bro. They haven't made nothing new in the last 3 years. Maybe 4. The last clipper they dropped was the Octane.
Hey, like I always say, just because it ain't don't mean they won't.
They better. I haven't seen them at a hair show in years.
2021 might be a good year for
a lot of people. It seems like they're just going into the kitchen now, man, making blenders and stuff and microwaves. But they need to come out with them. They need to get on this cordless band, this wagon, bro.
Look, I don't know if Baby's like scaring everybody. Because now they don't evolve to our own app where you can create your own clippers.
Yeah.
And stuff, so I don't know. It's a lot of competition out there, you know. Well, I guess during the pandemic, that's one thing that we can always use is household products. So they stay busy.
Yep. So Wall, they haven't come out with anything new because they're focused on PPE, right. Shields and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I think 2021, 2022 will be a year where they start releasing new stuff, hopefully. Supply and demand, supply chain probably has been broken, considering stuff coming out of China and stuff like that. I know Wall still make a few clippers here in America, but like that cordless stuff is definitely coming from overseas. Just speaking of cordless, man, I prefer the vibration, the sound, the smoothness of corded clippers. But I like the convenience of cordless.
And being a OG, like watching clippers evolve, that has always been my opinion too. Cause like, there's nothing like the precision of a corded clipper. You can't beat it. Like how strong it runs, stuff like that. So, but I do, like you said, I like the convenience. I would love to have all cordless, but and I really say that I probably can do cordless with like my main clippers, but I just feel like when it comes to edging, lining up, ain't nothing like some corded trimmers, bro.
Right, absolutely. And they don't seem like they break as fast as the cordless.
The durability.
Right. The biggest issue with corded clippers has a solution. The biggest issue is the cord twisting up.
Right.
But they could have, and I've seen clipper companies do it, but they're not the popular ones. A swivel cord.
Swivel is everything.
They do it with flat irons. They do it with other tools. Could you imagine if your Andis T outliners had a swivel cord? So meaning that the cord would never wind up.
Right.
That's a game. That's
What's
a no-brainer.
the one that you have?
I have the Red Kiss trimmer.
Yeah.
Amazing trimmer.
And I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Just the feel of it and just seeing how the cord.
And the swivel cord. There was another company Chief came out with called Red Deer. They was trash though, for my opinion. I will never use it. Overpriced clipper. Nobody use it.
Another thing that I used to do back in the day was where you wrap the thing around the cord, the detangler. But the only thing about it kind of like solved the issue, but it was heavy, and then it will make you will have to replace the cord so much because it will come loose.
Yep, it would break at where it meet at the clipper.
Right.
So that was, and even like I even followed the instructions. You leave about a foot from your clipper to where the end, and it still always frayed my
I would have
cord.
to call Tony every time. Hey, Tony, can you weld my clippers back together?
So a swivel cord, that's
all of that.
That's it, bro. Like, I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to go completely cordless.
Right.
But I need a 9-foot cord, at least 8 or 9 feet cord, so I can reach far, and I need a swivel cord.
Yeah, like for me, like I could do it with the cutting clipper. But I just feel like the trimmer part, just using different ones as an edger, it's nothing like a corded trimmer, man. Like the power.
And like the sound.
Right.
It's barely any sound. That's it. These other
definitely makes a difference.
And little kids be scared of death, boy, with these cordless joints, boy. So man, yeah, Oster, man, we're asking, man, like if there's anything the Better Barber podcast and our community can do to encourage you or to help you navigate this, we're here for you because we're rooting for you. An American company with some great quality products that last a lifetime, and we want to see y'all make it into this modern age. Wall, we're here for you. You know, we want to see you, continue to be the leader and put out some more innovative products. Be the innovative company that you always been. Shout out to Babbler's, man. We're so thankful that y'all in the industry doing your thing and disrupting, the norm.
Right.
Shout out to Andis for listening to their barbers and their team. They have an amazing team over there of barbers, but pushing the limits on their technology, trying to merge the classic with the new. I like that how they try to keep the tools looking the same.
Right.
Well, we know the motors are different.
I think they should sit on a survey to all barbers right now during this pandemic while everybody's sitting there and they can express and see what everybody wants.
What do you want?
Right.
And the thing is, barbers, from what I know, will spend the money on a tool that they know fits them perfectly. Right. Yeah. So the $200 tools, I don't like it, but that's where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to all those companies, and shout out to the Chinese companies for coming in here and just like, look, y'all, we're gonna step up our quality a little bit. It's gonna look nice, but it ain't gonna last long. But hey, we only charge you a third of the price of what these other companies charge.
Right.
So you can just buy another one. No warranty needed here. Just buy another one, bro.
Right.
So yeah, man, this has been a beautiful thing, man. And man, like one thing I want to always try to remember, man, is leave on our episode a positive note, man. Give out a word of inspiration to somebody out there right now, man.
Yo, man, I think my word would be keep the faith, man. And during this time right now, just believe in yourself. Never allow doubt or fear to stop you from doing what it is you want to achieve.
Absolutely, man. Oh, man. Fear can go any way. It can keep you from doing something, or it can motivate you to do the hell out of something, right? Because I fear being broke again, bro.
Right.
So that's why I get up and go hard, bro. I fear going back to the projects. I fear not leaving something for my family, bro.
Leave a legacy, bro.
Yeah, use fear. Use fear as a fuel. That's a good one, man. I appreciate you, my brother. This has been the Better Barber Podcast. Thank you for listening and tuning in. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And just tell a friend about what we do, man. Share this with your friends. And we hope that you learned something here. And we expect you to take what you learned here and apply it to your everyday conversation, life, and just whatever. Just use these perspectives that we've given. This is Reggie Winston. You heard from my man Ant.
Always.
And yeah, we're gonna be out, man. We just appreciate you, man. Y'all continue to stay up, stay safe, stay blessed, all right?